Yo, what's good, gang? Quickly, I want us to check this out, man.
In the summer,
he's actually spent 700
million to 800 million. He spent.
No, is that a lot over 6 years?
That's a lot of money over 6 years.
He spent $1 billion in one season. Break it down. That's 34 players, 28 purchases, the rest on loan.
Yes,
over 6 seasons.
Yes.
It's actually not that much when you break it down like that.
I know that when you talk about us spending $1 billion, yes, we're in a transition period. We have managers come in, managers go. They're bringing in their players. In the summer,
he's actually spent 700
million to 800 million. He spent.
No, is that a lot over 6 years?
That's a lot of money over 6 years.
He spent $1 billion.
In case you guys don't understand what's going on in the clip, so Mikel, fantastic player, the legend, one of our own. No, he's a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian as well, so obviously I'll clear as one of our own. But sometimes he always makes some stupid and dumb takes that I always question and ask, does this guy actually listen to himself when he speaks? So there, you were talking about the fact that Mikel Arteta had spent 700 to 800 million in the last 6 years. And also because he has spent this amount in the last 5 to 6 years, and he always keeps coming second every time without winning any trophy. The only major trophy he has won in his 5 to 6 years stay is the FA Cup trophy, which is not good enough. I mean, bro, you have your own squad, your own team to worry about. Why the fuck do everybody always like to talk about Mikel Arteta always bottling, always coming second? Why in the fuck's name, bro? Now, the reporter, the woman who countered his points, also made him see that Chelsea had spent 1.5 billion in 2 years. If you compare who has actually spent more, it's very, very obvious to whoever can think on who has spent more money. But yeah, people are still clowning on Arteta for saying he doesn't have a complete squad, despite the fact that he has spent 700 to 800 million in 5 to 6 years. As if that's not enough, I want you guys to listen to Micah Richards and get what he has to say.
I just feel like when it's Arsenal, everyone wants to lump in for some reason. Arsenal have been in great form, and by the rules have done nothing wrong. Like the lads have said here, the clarity, and they're playing by what they're perceived. They don't have enough first team players, so I understand other people being frustrated, but in my opinion, they've done nothing wrong. And let's be honest, other clubs would do the same thing as well. You know, this is not an Arsenal thing. People saying it's, you know, the way they've handled it, it could have been better. Yes, of course, I think in terms of integrity of the game, but if you know that you've not got senior players fit, every team in the Premier League would look after themselves. And if they say that they wouldn't, then they're lying.
Were you guys able to get that from Micah Richards? I just feel like I made a shot in the past where I said which club is the most hated club in football, and I said the fact that everybody hates Arsenal football. It's very, very evident. During our Champions League run, it used to be a thing in the past where people always support English teams. At least from where I'm from, we have people majorly support English teams. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. You know, I've seen some crazy Newcastle fans as well, and like that before you now meet Barca and Real Madrid fans, and that's it. That just sums up the whole football club supporting vibe in my country. Now, it used to be a thing in the past during Champions League run that everybody always supports English teams because we always want the English team to end up winning the Champions League. But if you look and clock what happened during our Champions League run this season, it was very, very evident that people were actually looking for a downfall. They didn't want us to actually go ahead to actually clinch the trophy. And it was very, very clear. Some of the reasons that I could get or sum up was the fact that they say we the fans are very, very delusional people. We don't have any European trophy, but we act and talk like as if we have won a European trophy. So if we are going to win this one, we are not going to let anybody rest because we have won a European trophy. Now, you cannot use anything to clown us that we've not won a European trophy. It's just sad. It's just sad the fact that people don't think objectively anymore. Yes, there's room for banter, there's room for all this, but objectively, if you were to root for anyone to win that semi-final tie between PSG and Arsenal, man. Arsenal, like there's always this affinity for an underdog story, and Arsenal in that context were the underdogs, right? Despite the fact that PSG also have not won the Champions League in their own history either, but compared to money spent, the best squad, individual talent for talent, Arsenal look like the underdog in that matchup. I could be wrong, let me know in the comments, but people always like to hate on Arsenal. Now, the fact that Mikel is actually even saying this rubbish just cements my claim that Arsenal is one of the hated football clubs in the world. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think spending 700 to 800 million in 6 years and still coming out to say I don't have a full squad, I don't have first team players is justifiable compared to a club that has spent 1.5 billion in 2 years and they're about to get knocked out from the top 5 position and they're currently in the Conference League? Does it actually make sense? Please, it's like comparing lemons to oranges. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Maybe I'm the one saying this like this. Maybe I'm the one saying this like this. Maybe I'm one of the delusional Arsenal fans. Obviously, I'm delusional. If you watch me and watch my content, you obviously know that I'm delusional. But is it because of that this is happening? And does feel like everybody always like to dunk on Arsenal. And enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. What is going to happen next season? What is going to happen next season is going to shock a lot of people, particularly rival fans. Look at this dumb fool, for instance, the City supporter. So obviously I expect him to be this dumb. She didn't cook him. He made a very good point. Chelsea in a transition period, whereas Arsenal and Arteta are up there challenging, spending 700 million. Can you hear his claim? Can you hear his claim? This is just one of the dumbest takes ever. I just feel sad for the 286 people that actually like this dumb comment. It just goes to show how our society is decaying in terms of intelligence. But I would like to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think it is justifiable for Arteta to still claim that he doesn't have a complete squad despite spending this much compared to Chelsea, who has spent 1.5 billion in 2 years? I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Peace.